Good evening, viewers. We welcome you to this edition of the news. First, let's have a look at the headlines. National Sports Day celebrated in Meghalaya with events organized across the state. Track cyclist Rojit Singh Younglem interacts with students of St. Anthony's Higher Secondary School on the occasions of National Sports Day. All Jaintia Midday Meal Workers Union starts indefinite sit-in demonstration in protest against government failure to increase honorarium. And MECL workers demands regularization and release of pending areas. The news in details. Along with the rest of the country, Meghalaya celebrated the National Sports Day today. The Sports and Youth Affairs Department facilitated a total number of 400 plus athletes of 21 disciplines at the function held at Sosotham Auditorium today. Chief Secretary Donald P. Waalang and two Vice President of the Meghalaya State Olympic Association, Matseo Dorwar and Shri S. Wet, handed over the cash award to the athletes. On the occasions, there was also a formal sending of the school football teams who will represent the state in the Subrata Mukherjee Cup in New Delhi. Speaking of the occasion, Chief Secretary lauded the department for facilitating the athletes who have brought laurels to the state both at international and national sports event. Earlier in the morning, East Khasi Hills District, Shillong conducted the National Sports Day 5 kilometers run. Starting from Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium, as part of the celebration, the department also organized inter-school Mao Point and Tug-of-War competition. The National Sports Day was also celebrated in Jowai. The district administration conducted two indigenous traditional games, that Mu Point and Yatan Tille, at Kiangnangba Stadium, Jowai.
In the month of October, we will be having the Northeast Festival as well as the Northeast Games, which will spread up to the month of November. And I want all of you, those who have been awarded today, to work hard and to achieve something more spectacular during the Northeast Games. You need to collect more medals. We have always been underachievers.
Track cyclist Rojit Singh Younglem today interacts with a student of St. Anthony's Higher Secondary School during the Meet the Champion events organized by the Sports Authority of India, Shillong, on the occasions of the National Sports Day. During the interaction, Younglem gave an insight on his training and impressed how hard work and dedication is important to the excels in sports. It may be mentioned that Younglem was part of the team event of the recent Commonwealth Games held at Birmingham, had finished in 6th place. He also said that he is trying very hard to improve his performance, adding that his future plans is to represent India in the 2024 Olympics.
आगे है मतलब ये जब तक मैं 2024 एंड 26 का ओलंपिक में टारगेट अभी भी टारगेट है, तो ये पूरा अभी फुल फोकस में हम लोग ये 24 ओलंपिक जाने के लिए हम लोग अभी पूरा प्रिपेयर में है सभी लोग, तो और आगे जाने के लिए भी हम लोग कुछ तो वर्क करेगा और भी इंडिया के लिए.
Meghalaya reported 10 new COVID cases today and the number of active cases stands at 96. 7 new recoveries were reported in the last 24 hours. One COVID-related death was reported today and the total death stands at 1,618. Meanwhile, over 211 crores 91 lakhs vaccine doses have been administered so far under the nationwide vaccination drive. Over 24,70,000 doses were administered in the last 24 hours. Across the country, the recovery rate is currently at 98.62%. Nearly 9,000 people recovered in the last 24 hours. Over 7,000 new cases were recorded in the country in the last 24 hours. The All Jaintia Midday Meal Worker Union Jowai today began their indefinite sit-in demonstration near the office of the Meghalaya Board of School Education at Lower Lachumia in protest against government failure to increase the honorarium, which is presently at Rs 1,000 per month. The members of the union had initially assembled at the parking lot of the additional secretariat, but the district administrator later shifted them to the premises of the board office. Talking to the reporters, Laskin Block Unit President Fiulis Sinkon said that the honorarium of Rs 1,000 per month is too small considering the number of hours that the midday meal workers have to work to prepare the food for the children. At present, the workers receive Rs 900 from the central government and Rs 100 from the state government, which is a total of Rs 1,000 per month.
Mentang yo bainam kumbashi hajar si benai. Nabaro. Banyak sorka Meghalaya ka ayangi kumbashi spa si benai. Mentang di manfaat kembali spa bangun yo nak sorka Meghalaya si hajar tengka. Banyak sentral ka ayangi miswa kembali spa tengka. Mentang di manfaat lai hajar si spa tengka banlong sahaja. Nak sentral. Mentang nak sorka Meghalaya si hajar nak sentral lai hajar. Banyak lah jasi sebab dengan long katotal kan long berok dengan yo san aja tangi dina.
Workers of the Meghalaya Energy Corporation Limited wore black badges on Monday in support of the protest called by the MEGHALAYA Progressive Workers Union in demand for regularization of employees and releasing of pending areas. MPWU, in its general meeting on August 20th, decided to launch the agitation to push for its demand that casual workers in the state-owned power utility to be regularized and have their areas cleared. Contractual workers make up around 40% of the MEGHALAYA workforce. In June, Power Minister Preston Tinsong said that the department would consider the issue of regularization. The Black Badge protests will continue tomorrow as well as they prepare to launch a sit-in demonstration from September 5th.
The management, the government, to please call the Progressive Union for a discussion and to please settle this matter across the table. We don't see any issues on this because correspondence has already been there, minutes is already there. So it is just the willpower. And it is not about regularizing all 2,000 at one go. Maybe at first stage, it may come to around 500 to 600. That the management will work based on the year on which they agreed to.
That the international border is dynamic in nature in the Jeet Singh Rana IGBSF Meghalaya frontier set. Security situations keep on changing to maintain peace and tranquility. When some types of incident happens and international border BSF is handling them as per the rules and regulations law of the land. He further maintained that 80% border fencing are constructed as Meghalaya border is very mountainous and undulating type of border. Due to very heavy rainfall, these gaps are existing, smugglers trying to take advantage of the gaps. Recently, a group of Bangladesh smugglers attacked Border Security Force Jawans on duties in Rangara border, South Garo Hills District, Meghalaya on Saturday night. Commenting on this, he said the BSF has laid down policy how to deal with them. Protest is logged and FIR has been lodged and subsequently investigations will be done.
Tell you that if you have seen this Meghalaya border, it's a very mountainous and undulating type of border. It's a riverine border. Lot of rivers and rivulets they are going. Though about 80% we have erected our fence, but due to these very lot of rainfall and rivulets, lot of gaps are existing. And the smugglers and infiltrates, they try to smuggle inside through those gaps. But we are still trying and we are ensuring that these gaps are plugged with active policing and active deployment.
And now the weather report. Maximum temperature recorded 25.3 degrees Celsius, minimum temperature recorded 17.6 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity in the morning was 82% and in the evening it was 93%. Rainfall 1.2 millimeters. And the forecast, moderate rain is very likely to occur at most places. Our news bulletin is also available live on our YouTube channel. In addition to watching on television, viewers may visit the DD News Shillong YouTube channel to tune in to our daily bulletin. Well, viewers, that's all we have for today. Until tomorrow, it's good night.